If your doctor has recommended a bone marrow transplant, you probably have a few questions, particularly about one of the main complications, graft versus host disease. Let's discuss how graft versus host disease can be managed and even used to your advantage. This is Rob, and he has leukemia. Together, let's take a look at what this means. It all starts with cells. Your body is made up of trillions of them. Imagine all of Rob's cells are circles. If we zoom into Rob's bone marrow, we see some healthy circular cells and some irregular leukemia ones. Rob has chemotherapy to try and treat the leukemia, but after treatment, some leukemia cells remain. So he is recommended to have a bone marrow transplant from a donor, Andy. Andy is a healthy stem cell donor. So let's imagine all the cells in his body are triangles. To prepare Rob's bone marrow to receive the donor cells from Andy, some more chemotherapy and possibly radiotherapy are given. Then, Andy's stem cells are given through a drip into Rob's body. We now see Rob's bone marrow is full of Andy's healthy triangle cells and possibly an undetected leukemia cell. Our body's immune responses are programmed to attack things that look different. So, the triangular donor blood cells from Andy will leave Rob's bone marrow and travel all around his body. Andy's triangular cells might want to naturally attack Rob's circular cells because they don't recognise them. This is known as graft or donor versus host disease, or GVHD for short. If you develop GVHD, it can affect any organ in the body. Most commonly, GVHD occurs as a red, raised or itchy skin rash, nausea or diarrhea. Another common site affected is the liver. This can be detected through routine blood tests. To reduce the risk of GVHD, Rob is given medication to make Andy's cells a little sleepy as part of the transplant. This is known as immunosuppression. Andy's cells move around Rob's body and meet with the cells in all of his organs, but their attack response has been reduced due to immunosuppression. As Andy's cells start to wake up, they decide that, even though Rob's cells look different, they aren't causing a problem. They have no need to attack them. This is known as tolerance. But hopefully, there's one type of cell that the donor cells are not used to and won't tolerate. Remember how we used chemotherapy and radiotherapy to try to get rid of all those leukemia cells before the transplant? Well, if the leukemia cells return and start multiplying, Andy's donor cells will not be used to them and will hopefully attack and destroy them. This is known as the graft versus leukemia or GVL effect. Everyone is different, so you'll need close monitoring after your transplant. Too much immunosuppression increases the risk of the leukemia returning. Too little, and the risk of developing GVHD increases. Your doctor may need to adjust the balance as you go. Now you know a little more about bone marrow transplants and the potential risks and benefits associated with GVHD. If you have any questions or concerns, consult with your doctor. Thanks for watching.